Jay, you're a piece of shit. A piece of shit. Oh, Jay, you suck.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I look into a camera and talk to myself. How's it going? Did I just spit? Sorry, if you're watching the video, you may have just seen me have a spit bubble come out of my mouth. Oh, that's fucking disgusting. Already off to a disgusting start. Great. What's up, guys? How you doing? How's everything going? Sorry, I got my coffee, but I forgot a very important part of my daily coffee intake this past week. Hold on, let me go get it so I can drink my coffee. Hello, I'm back over here. What is it? If you're watching the video, what is it? What is it that's a perfect staple of my current coffee intake? What is it? It's plastic. It's a fucking straw, dude. It's a straw, man. Why do I have a straw? Because guess what hasn't gone away yet? Guess what hasn't left my fucking disgusting mouth yet? Guess what hasn't removed itself from my lip and tongue? The canker sores, dude. They're still there. And I fucking continue to drink coffee and drink Monster and eat acidic shit this past week until about Wednesday. I'd say from that last podcast until Wednesday, I just kept ruthlessly eating and drinking whatever I want without giving a fuck if it touched the canker sore, and I was in so much goddamn pain. Okay? That's how you know you haven't experienced much pain in your life, when a canker sore is just fucking insanely unbearable. Just the worst pain in the world. Dude, there's nothing worse than fucking mouth pain, huh? Tooth and canker sore pain, I would say, are the worst pains I've experienced on my body. I've never broken a bone, though, so I don't know what that feels like. I don't know. A lot of people have broken bones. I feel like breaking a bone is not as bad as a canker sore. That's just how I feel. Is it based off experience? Obviously not. I've never broken a bone, but I've sprained my ankle like 4 times, and that was fine. That didn't really matter. It was just a little bit of a twist, you know? Slight pain, didn't really matter. I don't know. I would say it's worse. It's more inconvenient. I would say I eat and drink way more than I move. Right? So I would say at the very least, I'd rather have a broken limb than a canker sore. That's not true. It could be. I don't know. It's just so fucking irritating. So I finally, I got some like pain relief stuff, and I bought it, but I haven't used it yet because I don't know. It says you have to dry the canker sore and then apply it. How am I going to dry a canker sore? It's in my mouth. Like, what are you talking about? Dry it for the 0.2 seconds that it takes to apply the pain reliever? What? The pain reliever is like this viscous liquid. I just don't understand the dry concept. That's what it says on the pain medication. Dry your canker sore out and then apply the pain relief. But then do I need to continue to keep it dry? Because it's going to mix with my saliva the moment I close my mouth. And then at that point, is it just going to swish together and fucking be meaningless to put on? I don't know, dude. I guess I should probably just try it and find out if it works on my own. But I'd rather just make fun of the thing and never use it and just say it's bullshit rather than using it. When it comes to medicine, I'm not going to try it. As soon as I get skeptical on it, I go, not doing it. No, it's the only thing that I am very unwilling to try. That's not true. There are other things that I'm maybe I should say it not. Medicine, there's certain medicine I'm unwilling to try. But I shouldn't say, I don't know if that's the only thing I'm unwilling to. I was going to say I'm unwilling to try certain drugs, but that's not true. I'm apprehensive. I'm not unwilling. I may eventually do Molly, but I'm not going to do it anytime soon, you know? And it's going to take a couple of conversations of somebody I respect telling me it's something you should do. Okay? Drugs. I'm strange with drugs. I don't know why I'm so. I wish I was more just a person who was like, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do drugs. Acid, baby. Hell yeah. Let's get that shit permanently in my spine. That's what they say, right? Acid stays in your spine for what? The rest of your life or something like that? That was always the thing in like middle school when people would talk about acid. That's the thing. So in middle school, people would talk about drugs and have all these like facts and weird things about drugs. Meanwhile, it was always like, yeah, but none of us are doing it though. So what are we? We're just hearing like secondhand lies probably from our older siblings who want us to look stupid. So like, isn't it interesting the relationship with the like, I don't know. I'd be interested to know if it's the same now as it was when I was younger. But a lot of people who I didn't go to school with, even just people who are my age, they all have like similar drug experiences. Like everybody has the story of kids buying oregano. Kids buying oregano because they're all stupid and fucking excited and they're like, I want to buy weed. And then the dealer's like, oh, yeah, you want to buy some weed? Like, there's always a dealer taking advantage of young kids, selling them oregano because they don't know what the fuck weed is. I feel like most kids, their first time buying weed is oregano. Their first time smoking what they think is cannabis is just a fucking, what's it called? A condiment. Just to is it a spice? Would oregano be considered a spice? Just a flavorful substance that you might put in a sauce. There we go. Didn't hit the canker sores. I just took a slurp from my coffee with the straw. Did not. Nothing. No canker sore contact. Hell yeah, dude. No CK, bro. Oh, I guess it'd be KC. No KC, dude. No canker sore contact. KSC. That's what it'd be. KSC. No KSC, baby. It's funny. I was drinking my Monster yesterday, and or a Monster, my Monster. It's how fucking addicted I am to Monster. Is that I just called it my Monster, like lovingly and affectionately. My Monster. I was drinking my Monster. Is that the thing? I mean, I guess people say my coffee too. Oh, it's my coffee. I was drinking my coffee. I guess that's when you know it becomes a ritual in your life. When it becomes my thing. Ooh, it's a my coffee. Because I never say I was drinking my water. I was drinking a water. I was drinking water. My. My's very possessive. Very like, I can't do without this. It's mine. I don't know. What am I fucking talking about? Who knows? Anyway. Canker sore. What the fuck was I talking about? Straws? Anyway, when I was drinking my Monster, I put... I guess because the Monster is filled to the top when you're about to drink it. But I was trying to put the straw in, and it was popping back out. And then I kept pushing it in too far without taking a sip, and then it would squirt water out. It's like or squirt Monster out. It's like my fucking straw was jizzing on my hand. But I kept, like, I was doing something. I was looking at something on the computer, so I kept not realizing it was happening. And then my OCD was kicking in too, so I didn't want to take a drink until I, like, was watching something that I wanted to watch. while playing the game I was playing. Dude, I have OCD, bro. I don't know if it's OCD, but it's fucking stupid as shit. To drink a Monster, I have to be playing a game I like and then watching or listening to a podcast or some sort of video that I think is interesting for me to start drinking the Monster. Oh, dude. I have fucking such selective OCD, though, because that's like a thing in my brain where that will be a thing sometimes where I have to fucking find the right video and while I'm playing the right game so I can finally fucking start drinking a Monster. Stupid as fuck. But then sometimes it'll just be like, nah, I'm not going to do that. Sometimes I'll just start drinking the Monster immediately and then I'll play whatever and then do whatever. But then sometimes it's got to be specifically the perfect thing. So... but I've also, like, sometimes, I don't know, sometimes you got to, like, touch something because of OCD, but then other times I'm like, hey, stop, that's your OCD. You don't need to touch that, and then I just don't do it. So do I have it, or am I just dumb, you know? That's what I think a lot. Like, do I have OCD, or am I just fucking stupid? Because if I am able to just, like, selectively go, nah, don't do that, that's just you being weird, and then I can not do the thing, is it really that compulsive? Who knows? I feel like I'm drinking stuff way faster because of these straws. Anyway, what am I talking about? I'm talking about a bunch of bullshit. Dude, what about these birthday parades, huh? I thought they were gone. I thought these COVID birthday parades were over with, but they're not. The moment I think they're gone, I hear, "Bah, bah, hey, hey, bah, bah," and then I see a fucking car with streamers on it. Can we stop with this shit? Have I already talked about this? I can't remember. I kept writing it down on my notes because it kept happening. Every fucking week, I'd be going for a walk, and then I would see a car drive down the road with fucking birthday decorations all over it, and someone honking, "Happy birthday." And I understand that it's a nice thing. It's a selfless thing, I guess. I don't know. If you're honking down the street, I don't get why you have to make so much fucking noise to say happy birthday to somebody. Like, why do you have to honk down the block to say happy birthday to a person who's at the end of the cul-de-sac? Just drive to the end of the road, go into their driveway. They can stand at the door. That's 6 feet. And then go, hey, happy birthday, Grandma, and honk the horn once. I'll even let you honk the horn once. But why do you have to fucking go down the street with a fucking megaphone going, happy birthday? I want everyone in the neighborhood to hear it's your birthday. Isn't COVID supposed to be social distancing? So that's like, hey, everyone get the fuck away from each other. I've known about more people's birthdays that I don't give a fuck about during COVID than I have when I'm allowed to go face to face to people. How does that make sense? How are birthdays more invasive now that we're not allowed to be next to each other? What? Also, are you asking for that? See, it's one thing if your family member, if you don't know what these birthday parades are, it's somebody is in their house and because you can't go inside because of social distancing or people are afraid of having parties, they'll set up like a parade down the block. Well, I've seen it two ways. I've seen a parade down the block where somebody drives through it and then everyone on the side of the road is like, happy birthday. No, wait, was that for COVID or was that just for somebody who came out of the hospital? I'm mixing up COVID with somebody who had cancer, some girl who had cancer, and then she came out of the hospital and she drove into her neighborhood for the first time from being in the hospital for months. And everybody was had a parade for her down the block. Never mind, that's what I was thinking of. That's I'm confusing the two. What I'm thinking of, it's funny because I was going to say that's one, and then what actually is one is one. Meanwhile, what is one, and the other thing, I just brought this poor girl's nice moment into something I was insulting. I'm sorry for that. I don't know your name, but I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry you had to suffer through that illness, and I'm sorry that I just turned your beautiful parade into something shitty. That was when COVID didn't exist, and it was done very specifically for a specifically awesome person, I'm sure. Anyway, what I'm talking about is this stupid fucking thing where people go to your house and they honk at your house until what? I guess you go to the door or you look through the window and you go, "Oh, hey, what's up?" And then people are outside honking, going, "Happy birthday! Brr, brr, happy birthday! Brr." Fuck off, dude. If somebody did that to me, I would open the window, go, "Hey, you're pissing everyone off. Please fucking stop." Also, phones exist. What are we doing? You're just being an asshole. You're just being. There's no point to it. I can't see a single point to it. You're just being a dick. You're just inconveniencing everyone that person lives next to by honking your fucking horn and saying happy birthday. It's the most obnoxious, dumb fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. I hate it. This is a stupid thing to get really upset about, but I'm here, so fuck it. Stop. I don't want to hear these horns anymore, man. It's always a mom and a kid, too. It's always a mom with her kid standing through the fucking sunroof going, and the kid's having a good time, and the kid should have a good time, right? I get it. I would have fun, too, if I was just given carte blanche to scream through a neighborhood. But the mom should know better and just be like, "Hey, honey, we're going to call your grandma up." Also, it's always for a grandma's birthday. Isn't she number one, don't go the fuck near? Isn't she number one, hey, she's going to die if you get too close? Just call her up on the phone. "Hey, Gam Gam. Hey, Mom, happy birthday." What? Maybe that's it. Maybe that's where it comes from. They're like, "Oh, you can't just call grandma up because she's so fucking deaf now that she's older that she's not going to hear me through the phone. So we got to honk the horn because that's the only way she'll be able to hear us say happy birthday." And also that's why we got to honk and make a lot of noise, because due to the fact that we can't go up right next to her and whisper in her ear happy birthday, we got to be fucking loud for her to actually hear it. You know what? I'm starting to come around on the whole thing. Started to come around on the whole thing. You know why? Because I've been living around this area for a little bit, and it's all fucking old dying people. So, you know what? Maybe you got to make a lot of noise to wake up the dead. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that your 80-year-old mother's not dead, and also that she can hear you say happy birthday. You got to be a little loud for that. I get it. All right. Still is fucking annoying, and also, I don't know. When I'm 80, just let me die. I don't know. We're still doing birthdays at 80 and 90. At a certain point, I'm 27, and already that one was like, "Hey, do we need to keep doing this? I don't know. Do we need to do the cake every year?" Why do people like birthdays so much? It's fucking annoys me, kind of. Sorry, I'm sniffing right into the mic. Can you hear how much fucking snot is in my nose and that I need to blow it? Dude, I never blow my nose. I don't know what that is. I never blow it. I just let the snot build up until I can barely breathe. And then literally to the point where I've slept many nights where I'm snoring and only breathing through my mouth simply because I'm too lazy to blow my nose. It's the only reason. I'm fucking up my sleep. I'm fucking up the amount of sleep I'm getting because I don't want to blow my nose. Because I don't want to get up and find a tissue. So I'm permanently damaging my sleep cycle and probably my brain, and probably for the long term, making myself die younger. Because I'm too lazy to find a tissue. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. When I'm old, I don't know. I'll celebrate my birthday, I guess. I usually post a photo of my birthday on Instagram when it's my birthday, and people like, why is that so, like, I don't know. I guess because everyone, it's the most relatable thing. It's the most relatable thing. Everybody has one. But like birthday photos, family photos, getting married, shit like that gets the most likes. And why? Is it because it's just like such a universal experience? We all do it. Also, birthdays are a weird thing. I've talked about this a little bit before, but like birthdays are a weird thing where it's like, have we turned them into a celebration because as we get older we hate them more? I also don't understand a birthday because it's either for people a fun celebration or a horrible day where they realize they're getting older. Or both. Or is it we've turned it into a celebration because as the years go on, it becomes more and more depressing that you're going to die soon. So it's like, let's have a celebration out of this terrible day when you're a year older. Let's remind you, hey, you're closer to death, but let's turn it into a nice thing so you don't feel bad about it. Like, what the fuck kind of psychotic shit is that? Let's all remember the day that brings you closer to death, that marks, hey, another year of your body getting worse, probably. I guess for a while it's your body getting better every year, but then there's the tipping point. I'd say at like 22, where now you're 23 and your body's probably getting a little worse. Let's celebrate. Let's mark that every year. Hey, your body is fucking a year more degraded. A year more broken the fuck down. Hey, happy birthday. Blow out the candles. You're gonna die soon. Ha ha ha. I mean, my grandma's birthday at this point is just us being like, oh shit, dude, really? Another one? Fuck. And I love my grandma and I hope she lives forever. But like we do every birthday go like, oh fuck, probably maybe the last one. Right? Shouldn't we just have like random parties for people so that it's got nothing? It's just like a celebration of that individual. Like, why does a birthday have to be this celebration of that person? I guess that's what a birthday is. Hey, it's a celebration of you as an individual. But it isn't. It's the number. That's what makes it shitty. Why don't we just have fucking one day every year? You get to pick it. It's got nothing to do with when you were shot out of a vagina into the world. It's just, hey, this is the day that I like and I want to celebrate. And it'll be just a celebration of the fucking person. That would be better, right? Especially when you're older, especially when you're my grandma's age. We should all just pick a day to celebrate her as an individual. Rather than what we do now, which we go, oh, hey, one more year that we're glad you're alive. I guess that's what it becomes too. It's like it becomes when you're younger, just like, hey, I get presents. Then it becomes this thing of like, oh, fuck, I'm going to die. I'm 1 year closer to death. And then you get old enough where it's like every year that you get another birthday, it actually is a celebration. So I guess it's like most things. When you're a kid and when you're almost dead, it's the same feeling. You know what I'm saying? That's what Benji Butts was all about. How we're the same, how we're the same as a baby as we are when we're a fucking dying old person. Both instances, you need to be cared for and looked after. Right? Was that the premise of the theme of Benjamin Button? I don't fucking know. What a weird goddamn movie. What a weird let's be Forrest Gump but add magical shit to it for no reason that's also not magical. It's a medical thing, but we don't really explain what it actually is. What the fuck is that? What a weird movie. I remember liking it at the time, but like when I think about that movie, I'm like, how did I like that? That doesn't make... What is that? It's a 4-hour movie about a guy who's born old and dies young, and they don't explain how the fuck he got that. And what makes it Forrest Gumpy? That he lives through so much time. I guess that's what it is. He lives through like a lot of important eras. And doesn't he like cross paths with Amelia Earhart or something like that? Amelia Earhart. Sorry. I'm getting distracted because I have to sneeze, and so I keep talking even though I have to sneeze. Nope, lost it. Fuck, I hate when that happens. I hate when that happens. When you lose a sneeze. Anyway. What the fuck am I talking about, man? I just blew the first fucking half hour of the show on nonsense. On absolute nonsense. I guess I talked about birthdays. I guess that was written down on the list. On the notes. Oh, shit. I just blew that fucking first hour on birthdays, straws, and fucking... That's it. Isn't that all I talked about? I don't even know what I fucking talked about. That was so stupid and pointless. Oh, man. Anyway. I don't even know. There's only like a minute left until the camera goes off. Dude, I gotta sneeze so bad. Oh, no. I'm having that fucking terrible thing now, too, where I'm holding in the sneeze so much and the snot so much that it's going to my throat. You ever do that? You ever fucking snort a booger and then it ends up in your mouth? Oh, dude. I get that that's disgusting, but it's definitely happened to all of us, right? If you say that doesn't if you think that hasn't happened to you or you claim that it hasn't, you're a piece of shit. Because it's a lie. It's a blatant lie. That's not happened to you. That's happened to you, okay? I don't care how fucking beautiful of a lady you are. I don't give a shit. You fucking snorted a booger into your mouth by accident. It's happened, okay? Doesn't make you less beautiful, dude. I'm still gonna make out with you if I heard that you snorted a booger into your mouth. That's just natural, dude. Doesn't make you any less beautiful. Anyway, what the fuck am I talking about? I'll see you guys in the second half. That was just the timer. Be back in a second. What's up, everybody? And I'm back. Nose freshly blown. All that talk about blowing my nose, and I decided to fucking find a tissue and actually do it, and I avoided snorting a booger into my mouth, guys. I avoided the old booger snort. Do you remember that? The first time you did that? And it scared the fuck out of you. The first time I did that, I accidentally like sucked in my boogers too hard, and they ended up in my mouth. I was petrified. I thought something horrible happened to me. I thought something horribly. I thought something went horribly wrong with my body. I seriously did. Because I didn't know that. I didn't know. Still to this day, I don't understand the biology of it, but I know I've seen enough videos where someone puts a string in through their nose and it comes out their mouth to know there's a connection there. Okay? I've snorted a booger into my mouth accidentally, like everyone has, no matter how beautiful you are. Okay? No matter how fucking sexy of a human you are, you snorted boogers into your mouth. I know you have. Okay? What is this shit with people trying to act like disgusting shit hasn't happened to them? Okay? You fart, you shit, you snort boogers in your mouth. You're still beautiful, okay? Nobody's going to want to fuck you less. Men, women, whoever. Whoever thinks, hey, I'm not going to admit I do this thing that everybody does because it'll what? You think if fucking Marissa Tomei told me she snorted you think if Marissa Tomei snorted a booger in her mouth accidentally in front of me, I'd give a fuck? Yeah, Marissa Tomei. Oh, what? She's too old? I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. She's like 50 now, dude. I don't give a shit. If Kate Beckinsale accidentally snorted a booger into her nose in front of me, you'd think I would give a fuck. No, I would kiss her. I would kiss her right after it happened, dude. This shit. I'm sick of hearing people act like they don't fart, dude. You fart. I don't know. I recently just on a podcast, I saw these couples who like. Listen, I understand I've rarely farted in front of partners of mine, but it wasn't because I held it in. Like, I've never, like, had to fart and held it in because my girlfriend was there. Like, I don't. And I wouldn't want that for my girlfriend, for her to hold a fart in. Just fart. Who gives a fuck? My last girlfriend, she would fart randomly, and I'd be like, oh shit, did you fart? Like, I would smell it, and then she'd be like, yeah. And then I would laugh. Because it's funny. Farts are funny, man. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I guess who I'm really angry at are the people who are the guys who, when a girl farts, they're like, ew, dude. What? Ew? Shut the fuck up. Oh, dude, I want to hear about that. I don't want to hear about how my girlfriend shits. Oh, well, she does, fuckface. She shits, she vomits, she does all that stuff. Okay? Still kiss her on the lips and fuck her, dude. That's what you're doing. Because she's your girlfriend and you love her. And she's a human and she vomits. Anyway, yeah, scared the fuck out of me when I first snorted a booger into my mouth accidentally. And then and then I didn't know for a while. I just thought that there was something fucked up with my body. I didn't think that was a normal thing that happened because I hadn't seen those string videos yet. String in the nose, string out the mouth. Hadn't seen those yet. So I was just a little jakey boy who fucking snorted a booger into my mouth accidentally, tasted what a booger tasted like for the first time because I never ate them as a kid, and I was just like, oh, what the fuck? Why are my boogers leaking out into my mouth? There's something wrong with me. Do I have a hole in the top of my mouth? What's going on? Like, I was afraid. I would say about like 2 years, I lived like that, going like, oh my God, there's something wrong with my body. Until finally, I had what I thought was strep throat. I had a sore throat. And I went to the doctor, and I had had strep throat before. So I was like, oh, this is strep. I have strep. And he goes, no, you probably just have postnasal drip. I go, what's that? I was about to say, I go, what the fuck is that? I didn't say that as a child. I was probably like 9 years old. 9-year-old me goes, hey, doc, what the fuck is postnasal dreezy? No, but I go, what is that? And he goes, oh, that's when, you get sick and your sinuses start leaking, and what happens is, you're. By the way, this is secondhand from years ago, so I might be making this doctor look like an unmedical dickhead by reiterating what he said. He probably said it more interesting than me. If the info I'm saying is incorrect at all, it's because I can't remember what he said, and I'm not a doctor. But I think he said something along the lines of, "Oh yeah, your mucus, you know." Your mucus is like leaking down into your mouth. Like nasal boogers, mucus, shit like that is leaking into your mouth. And then I was like, oh, wait, how? And he's like, oh, because there's a connection between your nose. And he explained it to me. I still don't remember what it was, but he confirmed, hey, you're not an alien from a different planet. You're a human being who snorts boogers into your mouth sometimes. And then sometimes you also get sick where the boogers drip whether you choose to snort or not. And I was like, oh, fuck, dude, that's nuts. Oh, thank you for letting me know I'm a natural human being. And also, gross. And also, do you have any medication for this? No, you just gotta wait out postnasal drip. Oh, fuck. Wish I had strep. I'd rather have strep than like a mild postnasal drip or like a mild cold, because at least... Because that shit lasts forever, and I never know what I'm supposed to do, how much I'm supposed to cover up or cough or whatever. I like fucking strep. You get antibiotics. They tell you you're not contagious after a day. You're all good. You just keep taking the antibiotics. You try not to drink that much on them. You drink a little bit as you get older. That's a fucking weird thing. Antibiotics and drinking. So many people do not listen to that. They just drink. Such a thing you don't have to worry about as a kid. You just take antibiotics, you're all good. You don't think about like, oh, well, can I go to the bar tonight? That's why we're all fucked. With COVID? I don't know. It's like COVID is a different thing, a different illness, but the way people handle regular illnesses, it's like, hey, COVID's going to kill all of us because we don't care. People are reckless as shit. They are. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying what it is. I'm sure before the whole lockdown, there were people who had COVID who just went to work. At my work, there was a fucking kid who would tell me about COVID every day. And then he said to me, he goes, hey, dude, did you hear about COVID? So, an Uber driver had it. Yeah, now I'm getting worried. Uber drivers have it. That must mean it's spreading. I was like, oh, yeah, that sounds bad. I told you guys about this. And then he goes, oh, yeah, I had a fever over the weekend. Oh, dude, really? Why the fuck are you here? You had a fever over the weekend? And you're telling me that in the elevator? Are you out of your fucking mind? People go to work sick all the time. They don't give a fuck. With the flu, don't give a fuck. It's going to be hard to get out of this shit because people don't care. Okay? I had a fever one time. I did a comedy show and then I went to a bar afterwards. How fucking stupid is that? It's stupid, but I'm somebody who wears a mask. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're looking at somebody who still wears their mask, even though I'm in an area right now where nobody's wearing their mask anymore because they're all like, hey, it's the suburbs. We're far enough away. Fuck this shit. I am somebody who wears a mask, and yet in the normal world, pre-COVID, I had 102-degree fever. I did a comedy show, and then I went to a bar till 2 a.m. We're fucked. We're fucked, dude. We're not. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I don't know. It's funny, though, watching people. You see that town hall? I think it was in Texas or Florida, where the people are just talking about God, freaking the fuck out. It's our rights. It's our rights to breathe. That one woman, I felt bad for that one woman who was like, listen, I don't wear a mask the same way, for the same reason I don't wear underwear, okay? Some things you just gotta let breathe. All right, let her not wear a mask. Let her not wear one, okay? That was fucking so brutally honest. I felt bad for that lady. I don't know why. She seemed mean and aggressive and angry, but there's something else there where I was like, I'm sorry, dude. You don't need to wear a mask. Whatever. Let your fucking vagina fly free and let your mouth fly free. Fuck it, dude. Let all of the lips on your body soar like an eagle, baby. Let the lips do what they got to do, my man. Fly free, all right? I don't know. Let everything stink. Your breath, your vagina, everything. Let it all stink up every room you're in. It's all good, dude. Damn, dude, wear underwear, man. Why are you not wearing underwear? She's like a 50-year-old woman not wearing underwear. Dude, if I heard a 50-year-old man was not wearing underwear, I'd be like, oh, man. Your jeans need to be thrown away, right? Do you throw away every pair of pants you have? Underwear is there to block the shit and piss residue from hitting your pants. That's all it is. It's preserving your pants so you don't get disgusted and throw them away. That's all underwear is. It's a net for shit and piss overflow. That's what it's for. And most of the time, if you wipe well and you make sure you get all the tinkle out, you don't have to worry about that. Your underwear is fine. But for some of you messy, dirty people, for people who say, hey, I don't wear my underwear, you're probably a person who should wear your underwear. You know what I'm saying? Because it's already a oversight. If you have the oversight of like, I don't need underwear, you definitely have the oversight of like, I don't need to wipe anymore. You know what I'm saying? I think I got it all. I don't think you did because you weren't smart enough to wear underwear. So I don't think you're smart enough to know when your shit is fully cleaned out of your asshole. Okay? The fuck am I talking about? Anyway. I beat The Last of Us 2. I did. I beat The Last of Us 2. I did. I beat it. I beat it. That's all I'll say. I don't know. I think I'm gonna make a video talking about my journey with the game, my experience with it, because it was a wild roller coaster, man. I felt fucking a very specific way about it for the first 12 hours. I felt a very specific way about it for the second 10 hours, and then I felt a very specific way about it the last, I guess, 2 hours. I felt a certain way about this game. And then I played it again. And then I felt differently. And then I played it again. I've beaten this game 3 times. I know what you're saying. Hey, it's only been out a week. Are you out of your fucking mind? But, you know what I'm saying? You start playing at 6 p.m. You don't go to bed till 1. You can beat a game 3 times in 1 week. You know? You could have a productive day and then still play way too much of a game. You could. It's possible, dude. You just, all of your free time is that. You know? Work all day, fucking game all night, baby. That's the gamer way. But anyway. Yeah, so I have a lot of thoughts about this game, and I think I'm going to make a separate video where I just talk about that, and I really get into what the fuck I'm thinking about it, because it's a interesting game. They make a lot of choices. Some of them are good. Some of them, I think all of the choices they make are interesting, and I'm glad they made them, but I don't know if all of them work or pay off. I think they set up a certain world, and they set up characters in a way that I don't think brings a satisfactory ending. I think that the ending betrays some of the behavior of the characters in the game. That's all I'll say. I don't think it's a perfect... It's a interesting and bold story, but I think it's definitely an imperfect one. And I don't think The Last of Us, the first one, is a perfect story, but I think that it's close to it. I think that the Last of Us, the first game, the highs are so high that you overlook the lows, and I think in Last of Us Part 2, there are a lot of highs, there are a lot of lows, but there are also they're just a lot of in the middles that I think hurt the game. A lot of shrugs that I think hurt the game. But I don't know. But also, I've played the game 3 times. I clearly like it, and I do like the game. And I'm not gonna say I don't. I love the game in a lot of ways. I think it's a great game, but an imperfect one, which is fine. Movie hit me on a lot of different levels. I cried quite a bit playing it. So I do think there's a lot of great writing and great just the atmosphere in the game is fucking so incredible. It's so intoxicating. You just feel so much for some of the characters in the game that you're just like, man. You feel like you are them, and you feel like you know them so well that it's truly a testament to how good Naughty Dog is at I don't know, bringing fucking these artificial characters to life. It's crazy. You get more affected by certain characters in this game than you do people in a movie. It's so funny because I fucking I was listening to Joe Rogan was talking to the boys from The Sopranos, and he was talking about CGI acting, and he was like, yeah, they're talking about CGI acting. What do you think of that? Like, eventually, like, they're going to have CGI acting. And as actors, what do you guys think of that? What do you mean CGI? You talking about video? Like, that exists. Motion capture's been around for a long time. Like, what? For a while now. Also, yeah, the CGI acting, look at The Last of Us. Like, what? What are you talking about? Most of the faces of the characters in The Last of Us are just faces of people in real life. It's CGI acting. They're all doing motion capture. They're all acting off each other. It's all turned into a CGI fake fucking world that's so engrossing and so detailed that you believe it's real. It's CGI acting. What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about, bro? Maybe it's just like a old man thing. Because he's getting up there, man. He's getting up there. And he's talking to two soprano boys. And they're getting up there too. It's a bunch of 50-year-old boys who I don't think they fucking delve into video games that much. Anyway, I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm being an asshole. But I think CGI acting, it's here. And it's fucking very good. Anyway. Yeah, I'll talk more in depth about that on a different video I'm going to make. Anyway, so what's up, guys? So what else? What am I, a bad comedian? What else? What else? On stage. So what else? Oh, man. I guess I'll tell this story. All right. Well, I don't know. I got a couple things that I could talk about. I was going to talk about masks where it's like, hey, dude. I don't know, because right now, talked about the lady who doesn't want to wear underwear, doesn't want to wear a mask. You know, a lot of people in Florida yelling in court wherever they were. What's that called? From Parks and Rec, where you go, town hall meeting. A lot of people in town hall screaming, God's gonna kill you guys for making us wear masks. A lot of crazy shit. Please let my stinky vagina have the same rights as my stinky mouth. I don't want to cover either up. You know, shit like that. People saying stuff like that. You know, Texas has to like close down bars again, and Florida's got to close down shit again because they closed too early and blah blah blah. And I see a lot of people getting like angry who don't live in those places, like people in New York getting mad, going like, "You fucking idiots not wearing your mask. You guys opened too soon, you fucking dumb fucks." And it's like, I don't get why they're getting angry. Like, I don't get why someone's sitting in New York. Unless you have family in Florida and Texas, I don't get why you're getting so mad. Because it's like, aren't we not allowing, I don't think we're allowing, people have to quarantine if they come to New York, right? So then you're fine. Like, what are you... Again, I get it if you have family in Texas. If you have family in these places where they open too soon and you're worried about their fucking safety, I get it. But if you don't have any family in any other state, who gives a fuck, you know? Let them die. And I don't mean that. I don't mean let them die. But I do mean... just like, what are we, like, if people want to die, they're going to die, you know? I used to joke about, and now it's less, I don't know if it's more funny or less funny to me, but I don't know if I said this before on the podcast, but I used to joke about, like, I hate Times Square. I hate it. It's a hellhole of just tourists and fucking the shittiest, most irritating people you've ever seen in your life. It's just fucking the most garbage humanity in existence all shove themselves into Times Square. It fucking sucks. Anyway, and I used to joke that they should gas it once a year. It's a fucked up joke, I understand. But the idea behind it was you tell everyone, hey, every year you're gonna die if you go to Times Square. Okay? And I think that there's still even if you told everybody, hey, we're going to gas Times Square, people are going to die if they go there on June 5th of this year, right? There would be smart people who go, oh, okay, I won't go to Times Square. There'd be other people who are like, is that real? And there'd be dumb people who are like, yeah, right. It's my right to go to Times Square. I'm going to Times Square. And they would go to Times Square and they would die. And then next year, the year after that, they'd be like, hey, we're going to do that again. And then there'd be more people who'd be like, hey, don't go there. People died last year. And then you know what would still happen? There'd still be a wave of people who were like, they can't do it again. They're not going to do that again. We're going to Times Square. And then they go to Times Square and they die. And I bet you every year you'd have people who go to fucking die in Times Square because there are people who are stupid. There are people who just don't give a fuck. They don't. There are people who go, I'm going to Times Square. And you're like, well, Times Square will be there the day after and the day before. And they go, yeah, but I want to go that day. Yeah, but you're going to die that day. I don't give a fuck. Okay, then neither do I. You know, does that make sense? I don't know. I don't want people to die, but if people are like, hey, I'm not going to wear a mask, fuck you, and they live in a different state than me, go for it. I don't care. I don't know. I think people should wear masks. I think people should follow... the CDC knows better than me, okay? And if they're saying wear a mask, I'm going to wear a mask. I know Bill Burr also said that in a fucking clip on the Joe Rogan podcast, but I agree with him, okay? I agree with Billy Batts. You wear it if, you know. We're not doctors. I'm not a fucking doctor. Who am I to say, hey, I'm not wearing a fucking mask. You don't know what you're talking about. He went to school for much longer than me in very specific shit that I don't understand. I'll defer to him or her. You know, I'm not gonna... It's just a weird move to be like, fuck you. You don't know what you're talking about. I know there are a lot of doctors who are assholes and who, like, you know, push certain things on people because they get the cash bonus. But even that guy probably knows more medically than I do. I don't know. Anyway, wear a mask. Wear a mask. You're probably better off if you wear a mask. I don't know. I'm gonna wear one. I've been wearing one. Gonna continue. Why not? Fuck, man. I just talked about that for like 7 minutes. God damn. Everything I talk about is so much longer than I expect. What was I gonna say? I want to talk about two more things real quick. I'm gonna restart the camera so I have enough time. I'll see you guys in a second. And then we'll just do one last thing. All right, what's up? So, I guess. Well, I don't know if it's on the subject of COVID, but voting, dude. Sorry, my voice just cracked. Again, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to speak to whether or not you should wear a mask. They say wear a mask, I'm going to wear a mask. Now, I'm not a politician. I'm not involved in politics. I'm arguably not enough of a student of American history. Although I did well in the class in high school, but that doesn't really fucking mean much. I was in AP history, but again, who gives a fuck? I don't know much, but I do always have a question every time elections happen. Primary, general, whatever. Every time an election happens, I always have the same question, And nobody has given me an answer that's refuted this question. And my question is always, and I want an answer because I would love for there to be an answer for why we don't do this. That would be good. That would make me feel better. But what my question is about the elections are, why are they only a day? Why can't they be a week? Like why can't an election be a week? Why? I don't. Wouldn't it be all around better? You got more time. Maybe it's because if it's a week, it could be fucked with more. I don't know. I don't know the answer. But to me, when I look at it, if it's a week long, more people can vote. More people have time to decide who they want to vote for. At the very least, like, we know that human beings are procrastinators, so like at least they have a fucking week deadline to finish the thing. You know what I'm saying? Even if you didn't pay attention to politics the whole year, at least we're like, hey, this is the week where you get to figure your shit out and go vote. Then people at least have like that's the fucking week to cram. Everyone understands finals week, you know what I'm saying? Why can't we have fucking election week? Right? Everyone can take one day off of work that week to their own, based on their own schedule, to vote. Like, it would only result in more people voting, more people participating, and you'd have more time to count the vote. Like, why not a week to vote and then a week of counting? Like, why not that? Why not? Why is it one day of voting and counting, and then we decide who has the largest positions of power in our country? Like, why is that? What? I don't get it. And I know it takes a longer than a day because then they continue to count and they can recount and all that shit and blah, blah, blah. You know, I say I know, I kind of don't know. I don't know. I'm not that smart and I don't know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Most of it's coming out of my asshole, what I say. But why not a week? Let's make it a week. Fuck it. You know? I don't know. I just think it'd be good. I think it would help. Oh, fuck. Anyway. You guys ready for the Joe Biden-Trump debates? How are they not going to fist fight, huh? They're going to fist fight. It's just going to be this. It's going to be like, Donald Trump is a bad guy. He's a bad guy. Listen here. Listen here, Orange. You're a bad guy, and I don't like you, and I'm for the country, and I'm for making things good. Okay, slow Joe. Why don't you talk a little faster, you slow Joe? Hey, why don't you shut up? Why don't you shut your mouth? Hey, this man doesn't like women. He grabs him by the pussy. Oh, yeah? What you whisper in children's ears? Why don't you, yeah. No, don't say that. Don't say that. Oh, you got your own accusers, don't you, Joe? If you don't shut up, I'm going to punch you in the mouth. I'm going to punch you right in the fucking head, you fucking dumb fuck. Anyway, I like Fig Newtons. Fig Newtons are delicious. It's the worst Joe Biden ever. What's that, fucking half Obama, half Biden? What the fuck was that? Fig Newtons are good. They're so good. Listen here, fat. Shut up. We're either going to have a push-up contest or a me beat the shit out of you contest. But you better shut the fuck up, Orange. Okay? Tweeter. You tweet. Hey, tweeter. Hey, Twitter. Hey, birdie. Hey, you bird fuck. I'm going to hit you in the face, okay, Orange? Shut up. Listen here, you tell me to shut. I know you fucking walked around that Hillary lady, but you ain't going to walk behind me. If you walk behind me, I'm going to shoot you in the fucking face. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. They're going to fight. It's going to be two 70-year-old men fist fighting. Is going to be the debates for the United States presidency. I guess it's fitting, dude. I guess it's fitting. What the fuck are we doing, huh? You know? The world is chaos right now. Might as well have the two people competing for leader of the free world fist fighting for it, you know? Might as well. Fuck it. Everyone's on Twitter going, that's a bad take. We're fucked. Come on. That's how we have political discourse. We don't have opinions anymore. We have takes. Oh, well, what I think about this issue is, that's a bad take. Bad take, okay? Well, what do you think about the issue? I think it's a bad take that what the fucking thing you said. I don't need to say what I said. Fuck what you said. Fuckface. Oh, boy. Anyway. Yeah, it's going to be a shit show, whatever happens. It'll be funny, I guess. I guess that's always the bright side of the chaos and the horrible shit. Is it'll be interesting, you know? I guess. Anyway, let's talk about this last little thing I want to talk about. The reason why I did this last section. Okay, so I've just been thinking about a lot of old shit, I guess, because I'm locked inside and I'm also getting older, and I don't know if it's nostalgia or just trying to see what's left in the memory banks. But the other day I remembered that when I was dating my first girlfriend, my first long-term I love you, we're in love girlfriend, at the time I didn't know, she had stories of like sex stories with her parents. Not of her with them. She just had stories of hearing or seeing or knowing that her parents have had sex, right? And a lot of people I know have stories like that. I never had them. So for a while, I was concerned. I was like, oh, is that weird that I haven't? Like, do my parents not? I may have talked about this before on the podcast, but like, you know, I don't want... Listen, I know no one wants to think about their parents fucking, but at the same time, you don't want your parents not to fuck because they're, whether you like it or not, a glimpse into your own future, right? So if especially when you're younger, they're the only adults you really see how it ends up with. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're the only people who you're like, that could be my life. So them not fucking makes me go, hey, do you not fuck when you're older? That seems terrible. And also, I just got a girlfriend who I'm in love with, who we have sex a lot. And I'm like, what? You're not going to do this later in life with the person you love? What the fuck? Anyway, so I was concerned. I was like, I don't have any stories like that. I hope my parents don't hate each other. I hope they're like having, if they love each other, you should be intimate, right? Anyway, fuck it. Fuck you guys, okay? What I'm saying makes sense. Anyway, so then I said to her, I told her this. I expressed this to her. Like, oh, I'm worried that my parents might not. Like, and that bums me out because, you know, when I'm older, I don't want that to be the case. I hope they're happy. I hope they're enjoying their life together. And my girlfriend at the time, she goes, oh no, I think they have sex. They're definitely having sex. Your dad definitely has sex. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, your dad fucks. Your dad definitely fucks. And I was like, excuse me? And she's like, what? I was like, my dad, what? What do you mean? And she's like, no, like I've seen your dad. Like your dad, like he has sex. Like look at your dad. Like you see the way your dad is. Like that guy, he fucks. And I was just like, what what does that mean? Like, I know what that means, but like, why did you factor my dad so heavily into the equation? Why was my dad the specific observation in this whole thing? Like, you didn't say like, oh, your mom, like the way I see them together, they definitely have sex. You're like, no, the way your dad is essence wise, he slips his dick like he falls. The way your dad carries himself, I'd take a crack at him if we weren't dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? I think the only thing that didn't make me feel too weird about it was I mean, I've seen pictures. I look like a young version of my dad, so I was like, oh, I guess. I mean, I mainly was just like, do you want to fuck my dad? Like, I don't like what's going on here. Why are you? I don't. But I do look like a younger version of my dad, so maybe she just senses a swagger in him that she sensed from me, bro. Maybe there's a fuck swagger that exists in the Letizia boys. I don't know. All I know is that was fucking weird as shit. Your dad fucks. Hopefully not you, huh? My dad hears his podcast. And he goes, oh, yeah, I fucked your girlfriend. Why'd she say that? Why do you think she said that? Oh, because we had sex. Your girlfriend? Yeah, we fucked. What, dude? What, Dad? It's like, what about Mom? What about your mother? What about her? Ah, man. Nah, he won't hear this. I hope he doesn't hear this. Anyway. Yeah, that's it for the podcast this week. This was a fucking shit ton of fun. I hope everyone out there, I hope if you have a dad, I hope he fucks. If you have a mom, I hope she fucks too. I hope everyone out there, in spite of COVID, is having safe, loving, great sex. And I hope everyone is safe, happy, and healthy. And yeah, thank you guys for listening. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.
Jake, you're an idiot. Jake, you don't make any sense. Jake, you're a piece of shit.